Hi, and welcome to a Life Soul podcast, where we explore personal growth, high performance, and intentional living. I am Wasim Balani, and I believe life isn't just about getting through the day, it's about becoming fully alive in everything we do. Through my journey, whether in medicine as a heart rhythm cardiologist, cycling and running, or personal development, I have learned that success isn't just about reaching goals, but about who we become along the way. This podcast is here to inspire and challenge you to push your limits, cultivate discipline, and live with purpose. Join me each week as we dive into ideas, reflections, and practical strategies to help you grow into your best self. So let's get started. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a Life Soul podcast. Today I want to talk about something we rarely get trained on, even though it quietly shapes our relationships, our teams, and sometimes the directions of people's lives. It's not public speaking, or leadership tactics, or negotiation skills. It's something much simpler, and at the same time, much more powerful, and that is encouragement. See, most of us were never really taught how to encourage others. And if we're honest, many of us aren't comfortable with it either. Because encouraging people, our family, our friends, our coworkers, can feel a bit awkward. It takes effort, and in many ways, it takes courage. And what's interesting is that most people aren't naturally discouraging. Some people do lean towards focusing on what's missing, or what could be better, or what went wrong. They might give honest feedback that can come across as blunt or harsh, often without realizing it. And I'll be honest, I've been that person at times, maybe even till this time on occasions. See, words of encouragement weren't really part of my natural vocabulary. It wasn't intentional, it was just unconscious. But once you become aware of something like this, you can't unsee it. And that awareness slowly changes how you show up. And over time, what I've come to realize is that the vast majority of people are not discouraging, and they are not encouraging either. They're just neutral. They care, they notice, they feel empathy, but they stay silent. Not because they don't care, but because encouragement actually takes effort and skill. And if you don't know how to do it, silence feels just easier, safer, and on the surface, silence even feels harmless. But maybe it's worth pausing here for a moment and asking a deeper question. Have you ever really thought about the cost of that silence? Have you ever considered how much positive impact a few encouraging words could have on someone, especially in moments we don't get to see? Because someone around us might be standing at a quiet fork in their road internally, maybe doubting themselves, hesitating, wondering whether to move forward or stay where they are. And a simple sentence, said at the right moment, could be enough to nudge them forward, enough to help them choose the harder but better path, enough to believe they can actually do the thing they've been afraid to start. And that's the part we often underestimate. We don't see those internal moments. We don't see the private battles people are fighting. But our words can still reach them. And that's why encouragement matters so much. Now, it's important to clarify what encouragement actually is, because it's often confused with flattery. Because flattery is vague, it sounds nice, but it fades quickly. But on the other hand, encouragement is different, because encouragement is specific. It's rooted in what you actually noticed, the effort, the character, the growth. And it could be as simple as acknowledging that someone did not quit when things got hard, or acknowledging the maturity they showed in a difficult conversation, or reminding them that they've grown more than they realize. And that kind of encouragement looks back. It acknowledges what someone has already done well. It helps people feel seen, and it builds confidence and self-trust. But encouragement doesn't stop there. There is another level to it. It doesn't just rewrite someone's past, it speaks to their future as well. And this is where encouragement becomes even more powerful. It can sound like believing in someone's ability to do hard things, inviting them to start the project they've been avoiding, encouraging them to have the conversation they've been putting off, or encouraging them to take the next step they already know they need to take. This kind of encouragement does not just affirm, it activates. It calls people forward. It taps into their full potential and invites them to live up to it. And the truth is, a person's future potential is not always tied to their past performance. With the right intention, the right support, and the right encouragement, people often rise far beyond what even they thought was possible. And that's how encouragement can quietly change trajectories. And that kind of encouragement doesn't usually stop with just one person. Someone who feels encouraged often shows up differently afterward. They carry that energy home. They interact differently with their family. They're more patient, more confident, more willing to pass that encouragement forward, sometimes even without realizing it. And that's how the ripple effect begins, not loudly but steadily. And there is another side of encouragement that doesn't get talked about enough. Encouragement doesn't just change the person receiving it, it changes the person giving it as well. When you realize that your words can actually make a difference, something shifts inside you. You feel more connected, more purposeful, more alive. Encouragement raises the energy of the environment, and it starts with the person who chooses to speak. So here's a simple invitation for you this week. Slow down just enough to really see the people around you. And when you notice something worth encouraging, don't keep it to yourself. Say it. Encourage someone. Because sometimes one sentence said at the right moment is enough to keep someone moving forward. And when you look at it that way, you'll find out that encouragement isn't just a communication skill, it's a responsibility. And maybe it's one of the most meaningful ways we show up for each other. So don't shy away from encouraging the people around you. Be more intentional about encouraging them. Don't stay neutral. Believe in people, because sometimes that belief is what changes their lives. Sometimes that encouragement is exactly what helps someone take the next step, raise their standards, and unlock their full potential. And remember, every habit you build, every effort you make, it all adds up. So keep showing up, because the small steps you take today are shaping the person you become tomorrow. That's it for this episode, my friends. And if you like it, please share it with people around you, because we all grow better when we do it together.